Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about Fick's law of diffusion. Here I'll be taking help of Fick's law of diffusion to explain two important concepts, Lagrangian and Eulerian concepts. So as we proceed with understanding of Fick's law of diffusion, we'll understand these two concepts also. So first we'll go by the Fick's law of diffusion statement, that is molar flux of any component, say A, with respect to an observer who is also moves with local molar average velocity. So the observer is moving with local molar average velocity. With respect to him, the molar flux that we measure is proportional to the concentration gradient. So mathematically, JA varies as minus dCA dz, where A is our component, J signifies the molar flux, dCA by dz will give you the concentration gradient. Now when we are doing this studies experimentally, say we are measuring diffusion of A across point 1 to 2, which is of length z. Okay, so we are doing some experiment to understand the diffusion. What happens in it? So we are observing that these particles of A are diffusing from 1 to 2. Now if our observer, say a tracer or an observer, is placed in the flow field and it is also moving with this local molar average velocity, then the molar flux that we get, that is signified by JA. But for this for numerical derivations or other stuff, this concept becomes very tricky for calculation. So what we do, we go for the molar flux with respect to a stationary observer, that is NA. So if there is this is a stationary observer and he is observing how the molecules of A are going from point 1 to point 2, diffusing across this section, the flux that we will get, the molar flux that we will get, that is Na, and that is the main one which we will put forward through most of the calculation purposes and other. So our target is that we have to derive the expression of JA in terms of Na. Now before we go to the derivation part, we'll first see that JA can be written as DAB into minus dCA by dz. This is our proportionality constant. This is also known as diffusivity or diffusion coefficient. This is called diffusivity or diffusion coefficient. So I have written in short form. Now we'll go with how we will derive Na for our ease of calculation. Now we know Na is molar flux with respect to stationary observer. So this is our velocity with respect to stationary observer, and this is our concentration of A. And we know JA. What is JA? JA is molar flux with respect to the observer who is moving with molar average velocity. So CA into UA minus U. This is our relative velocity when we are considering our observer is moving with local molar average velocity. This is my molar average velocity and this is the velocity with respect to stationary aspect, and the difference between them is the relative velocity. So if we simplify this, then we again get CA into UA minus CA into U, right? Now this CA into UA you already know is Na, isn't it? And this CA into U, this U, if we are taking, say this is a binary mixture of A and B, then U can be broken up into its formula CA UA plus CB UB by CA plus CB. Now for binary mixture CA plus CB, let us consider it as C, the total concentration. So this expression comes up to Na minus Ca by Ca plus Cb is taken out and it's written as C. This Ca into UA is again Na plus Cb into Ub is Nb. So my expression comes up as Ja equals to Na minus Ca by C Na plus Nb, where we can arrange this and we may write it as Na equals to Na plus Nb Ca by C plus Ja. This will give us the approach of bulk motion, and this signifies the molecular diffusion approach. This is the equation that we usually use for our experimental purpose or for any analytical purposes. So this is how you reach the Eulerian concept. See, this was with respect to our observer at stationary point. That is, the observer is not moving with the flow. When the observer is also moving with the flow, that will signify the Lagrangian concept. That is also symbolized by this Ja. Ja is for the Lagrangian concept of flux. And when we come to Na, then we come to the Eulerian concept of flux. That is, the observer is stationary. From the observer's point of view, we are observing how the diffusion is occurring. This is how Fick's law of diffusion merges in itself both the Lagrangian and the Eulerian concepts. The Eulerian concept comes handy for all our analytical and calculation purposes. So that is it. Thank you.